Hi, we are live. This is Jennifer with the Academy of Holistic Healing.com, and I just wanted to do a real quick follow-up video to last night's shot of the full moon. My audio went out about 2 minutes into it, and just when I started talking about all of the stuff that had been up for me during this full moon and how it was making me really start to see, one, how far I've come in releasing a lot of the blocks that I've had, and to be able to see where I was on the chakra level as far as what the block was that was up for me with this full moon session. So I just wanted to kind of go back and touch on that now that I think that my microphone is working. If you guys continue to have problems hearing me, let me know, please. I do go back and I listen to the videos and watch and make sure that there's no obvious glitches, but sometimes a couple of you the video before I have, and so I really appreciate you letting me know, hey, your sound's out. Or, there was a little bit of feedback on that. Could you pull back a little bit? So thank you. I really, really, really appreciate all the feedback that I've been getting as far as what needs to be adjusted to make it a better experience for you. So thank you. Keep up the great work. So this is actually coming from Margaret Lynch's stuff. I've known Margaret for many years and actually worked with her as we were accountability members, team members. Anyway, this one really jumped out at me in the sixth chakra, the vow to manifest and embody limitation. That put into words the frustration that I've been feeling for the last couple of weeks and my ongoing questioning. What is it? What is this about? I am no longer afraid to step out. I'm no longer afraid to be seen, to be heard, to speak my truth. I'm no longer afraid to really truly speak from my heart, to open my heart and to allow people in and to share the knowledge that I have garnered over the years. So where was it? Where is it that I'm still holding myself back? So that one landed really hard for me. The vow to manifest and embody limitation. Wow. If that isn't enough to stop a person in their tracks, I don't know what is. And it's sixth chakra. It's third eye. It's the place where the tension headaches land, the place where when I'm really tired, it all centers up in here. It's the thing that colors our view of the world and possibility. It's the thing that stops us from being able to see the truth of who we are, and thus almost like a glass ceiling, almost like something that is putting a cap on all of the other greatness that we are feeling coming up. So fascinating insight in this little sheet, and I am looking forward to working through this. So now the title of this hangout was how to deal with the stuff that the full moon has been stirring up. And I just wanted to share with you a couple of suggestions. And these hold true for me and for the people that I've worked with, regardless of the situation, meaning even if it's not the full moon, even if it's just an encounter with someone in a grocery store that really got you upset and you can't figure out why, well, start becoming an investigator. Start to ask questions of yourself. So many times we project out, we get critical of everybody else out there. We ask questions on why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Why did they do this? Why don't they do that? The world would be so much simpler if everybody would just do what I tell them to do. When we really need to start turning that around and asking ourselves, why did I do that? Truly, taking ownership of our stuff, taking ownership of our choices, our words, our decisions, our emotions, our mindsets, our actions, our inactions, those things where you kind of go, oh, God, why did I say that? But instead of it being a hypothetical, really, no, why did I say that? What was I feeling in that moment? What was I thinking in that moment? What was I triggered from? What did it remind me of? Where is my fear? Where is the block? Where is the wounding? What is it that caused me to lash out like that? What is it that caused me to keep my tongue when I should have spoken my piece? So start asking yourself questions. Return back to the inner guru. It's not out there. It's here. And when we can connect with our inner wisdom once again, we start noticing patterns in our behavior, patterns in our thought process, patterns in our actions, patterns in our inactions, and start to notice, well, wait a minute, I say I want this, and yet I know in order to get this, I need to do this, this, and this. But I don't ever do this, this, and this. Why is that? It's not coming from a place of judgment. It's coming from a place of truly investigating, asking questions. Why is that? Why do I feel this way? And start peeling it back. You'll be amazed at what you find, because a lot of times I have found in my own work, not only the work that I do myself, but the work that I help other people with, is that sometimes those questions lead them to answers that change and shift everything in the moment. Once they realize, oh, wait a minute, that was my dad's voice. That wasn't mine. I don't really feel that way. I just repeated what I heard. Huh. Okay. And in that moment, that aha moment, you get put into a place of choice. When you realize that, wait a minute, that thought, that belief system isn't even mine. I just picked it up vicariously. I've been living it because I didn't see it. The first step is becoming aware. The next step is starting to ask questions, even more questions. So one of my favorite, all-time, absolute favorite questions is, why? Why do I feel that way? Why do I think that way? And see where it goes. Learn to be an intrepid explorer into your own psyche, figuring out, why do I feel that way? Why do I think that way? Where did that come from? Is it still serving me? Is it giving me the results that I truly want? If not, great. Now you've identified something that's been holding you back. Now you get to go into a place of choice instead of just acting automatically. How freeing is that? That is one of my favorite sayings. You see it all over the place, hear it from any number of people, but the truth shall set you free. Now, I don't mean it with a bunch of religious overtones, undertones, side tones, anything else. Just a simple statement of the truth will set you free. Identifying your truth, identifying what you truly believe, you then get to decide whether it still serves you. But until you know what your beliefs are, until you know how you're feeling and why, sometimes the why isn't even so necessary, but how you're feeling. Until you get to that point of being able to identify it, you're being held victim. You're hostage. Because they will happen. You will find yourself in that mindset, in that course of actions, in the response, the energy system within you affecting everything around you. You will find yourself in that place automatically until you start to identify the triggers that put you there. At that point, you get to choose, because you'll know, oh, wait a minute, I feel all yucky and tight inside because the look on that woman's face when she walked by me reminded me of when I was a 3-year-old girl and I had asked the wrong question, or whatever. Follow your own trail. I'm not going to set anybody into a certain, I'm not going to create the scenario for someone. But just become the investigator into your own stuff, and it's amazing. They're going to start, they've started on the lawn, so I'm going to end the broadcast now. Hope this is helpful and a follow-up to yesterday, and the most important thing is start asking yourself questions. Again, if you have questions for me, feel free to leave them for me. You can find me on Facebook under the Academy of Holistic Healing, or Jennifer Neerance. Connect with me in either place or send me an email. I will talk with you later, and I hope this was helpful. Until then. Blessings all.